Good morning and welcome to Barbara's Bulletin. I'm your host, Barbara, and we're glad you're joining us today. We have a significant development in the Middle East that we want to bring to your attention right away. The conflict in Gaza has been ongoing for some time now, but there are indications that a peace plan proposed by U.S. President Donald Trump may be gaining traction. According to reports from various news sources, including The Washington Post and France 24, Hamas has conditionally accepted certain elements of President Trump's 20-point peace plan. This acceptance is conditional, with Hamas agreeing to release all Israeli hostages subject to detailed negotiations. The plan aims to end the war in Gaza, but its success is far from guaranteed. Despite this development, Israel continued to strike targets in Gaza early Saturday, according to medical workers and local journalists. President Trump had called for an immediate halt to the bombing campaign following Hamas's partial acceptance of his plan. This discrepancy highlights the complexities and challenges inherent in achieving a lasting peace in the region. To provide more context, we've seen reactions from various parties involved. The Israeli army has announced that it will advance preparations for the first phase of President Trump's plan. However, the continuation of airstrikes on Gaza City overnight suggests that the path to peace will not be easy or straightforward. Experts and analysts are weighing in on the feasibility of this U.S.-backed peace initiative. Professor Scott Lucas from University College Dublin's Clinton Institute has shared his insights with France 24, offering a nuanced view of the challenges ahead. As we delve deeper into this story, it's essential to approach it with fairness and balance, recognizing the perspectives and concerns of all parties involved. The situation in Gaza is complex, with deep-rooted historical, political, and humanitarian issues that need to be addressed for any peace plan to succeed. We'll continue to monitor developments in Gaza and provide updates as more information becomes available. For now, it's clear that while there are glimmers of hope, the road to a lasting peace will require patience, understanding, and commitment from all sides. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. I'm your host, Barbara, and we're glad you're joining us again for this middle segment of our show. Today, we're taking a closer look at some of the latest news stories coming out of Japan. First up, let's talk about a developing story that's got many people concerned. A recent bear attack in Japan has left one person dead and another missing. According to reports from the Japan Times, the incident occurred when a bear attacked two people who were out for a walk. Unfortunately, one of them did not survive, and a search is currently underway for the second individual. Moving on to some economic news, we have an interesting story about Japan Tobacco, which is doubling down on its production of cheap cigarettes in the U.S. market. As reported by Bloomberg, the company has acquired several discount cigarette brands and is forecasting that cheaper cigarettes will make up over 40% of the U.S. market by 2027. This move comes as consumers are feeling the squeeze of economic pressures and rising prices. In other news, a cyber attack on Asahi, one of Japan's major beer brewers, has disrupted production and distribution, leading to potential shortages of its popular super dry beer. According to the Japan Times, the company is processing orders by hand and using paper and fax to try and mitigate the effects of the ransomware attack. Finally, we also have a story about a Japanese ski resort town that's struggling with the issue of immigration. As reported by the Japan Times, the town is facing a labor shortage due to Japan's rapidly aging population, and some residents are debating whether to open up to more foreign workers to fill the gap. These stories give us a glimpse into some of the complex issues that Japan is currently grappling with, from public safety concerns to economic trends and social challenges. We'll continue to follow these developments and bring you updates as more information becomes available. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. We're wrapping up today's show with a fascinating story about NASA's latest developments. As we've been following the progress of space exploration, it's exciting to see the newest additions to the astronaut corps. The 2025 astronaut class has been announced, and it's a diverse group of individuals with impressive backgrounds. The new recruits include a U.S. Army Chief Warrant Officer, a geologist, and 6 test pilots from various branches of the military and even a commercial airline. Notably, one of the astronauts, Yuri Kubo, has a Japanese heritage, and another recruit, Anna Meignon, has already traveled to space on a commercial mission. It's also worth mentioning that the class includes 6 women, which is a significant step towards greater representation in the field. As we look ahead to NASA's upcoming missions, including Artemis II and III, it's clear that diversity and inclusion are becoming increasingly important aspects of the space program. The agency has made a conscious effort to select astronauts from a wide range of backgrounds and disciplines, which will undoubtedly bring unique perspectives and skills to the table. Senator Ted Cruz recently congratulated the female recruits, highlighting the significance of women's participation in the space program. It's heartening to see politicians and public figures recognizing the importance of diversity and inclusion in STEM fields. It's also worth noting that NASA has a long way to go in terms of representation. With only 41 active astronauts currently eligible for spaceflight, there is still a significant underrepresentation of certain groups. However, the agency seems to be taking steps in the right direction, and it will be interesting to see how this plays out in future missions. As we conclude today's segment, it's essential to acknowledge that diversity and inclusion are crucial components of any successful organization, including NASA. By embracing differences and promoting equal opportunities, we can ensure that the space program continues to thrive and push the boundaries of human knowledge. That's all for today's Barbara's Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay engaged.